Hi everyone. So our next topic is special gates or extra gates. We have two types of extra gates. One is XOR gate, XNOR gate. Okay. So XOR gate means exclusive OR gate, and XNOR gate means exclusive NOR gate. This XNOR gate is a completely opposite of XOR gate. Otherwise, inversion of XOR gate. So otherwise, which can call it as XOR gate followed by NOT gate. Okay, so like universal gates. Okay, like NAND and NOR. NAND is nothing but what, and followed by NOT. And what about NOR? So NOR is nothing but OR gate is followed by NOT gate. In the same way, XNOR gate is nothing but XOR gate followed by NOT gate. So these are the two types of extra gates we have. And first we will look into XOR gate. So first, logic symbol. So this is our XOR logic symbol. So here the output equals to Y, so that Y equals to, instead of this XOR we can write like this also, XOR. This is also we can use in our digital electronics terminology. You can use this, otherwise you can use this XOR gate also. You can write like this, otherwise you can write like this, no problem. So both are same one. Okay, so and if you want to write for XNOR gate, so XNOR. Okay, so like that you can mention, no problem. So now Y equals to what? So here A XOR B. So you can write, you can indicate like this. Otherwise you can go for A XOR B. So here XOR symbol is what? So normally what addition symbol is what? Addition will indicate with the plus. Subtraction will indicate with a minus. In the same way, XOR can indicate with plus as well as circle. Okay, this plus is encircled. Okay, so the circle and this plus combinedly called as XOR operation. Okay, so you can call it as XOR. Okay, if you observe this type of symbol, that means what? That is XOR logic, otherwise XOR operation. Okay, so A XOR B. Okay, otherwise you can write like this also. So A XOR B is nothing but what? A B bar plus A bar B. So which is in sum of product nature. Okay, so this is in sum of product nature. Okay, in the same way, if you observe product of sum nature, so in that case, so you have to write A plus B into A bar plus B bar. So this is in product of sum nature. Okay, so for A XOR B, so if you want to write sum of product equation, so that is A B bar plus A bar B. That means one product terms which involved in two variables. In that two variables, one variable is in complementary form, another one variable is complementary form. If you observe, out of these two variables, one variable is uncomplementary form, that A is in uncomplementary form, whereas B is in a form of a complementary form. Okay, so and if you observe the second term also, A is in complementary form and B is in uncomplementary form. Okay, so the two product terms which are involved in, one is in uncomplementary form variable, another one is complementary form variable. Okay, in the same way, if you observe product of sum nature, so each sum term consists two variables. In that two variables, either in complementary form or in uncomplementary form. If you observe this first product term, so both the variables are in uncomplementary form. Okay, uncomplementary form. Okay, if you observe the second product term, so both the variables are in complementary form. So this is for a product of sum, whereas in sum of product form, so each product term consists one uncomplementary variable and second one is complementary variable. Okay, so combination of complementary and uncomplementary variable product term. Okay, that is possible in sum of product nature. So now A XOR B. Okay, so always remember A XOR B equals to A B bar plus A bar B. So this is our logic expression for XOR operation. And one more important thing is alternate names for this XOR gate. Okay, so here I am indicating alternate names. So these are very important. So most of the entrance exams, okay, So they are focusing on these alternative names. Okay, alternate names. So the first one is odd number of ones detector. So which otherwise uh, even number of ones detector. So these things are used in parity generation and detection methods. Okay, parity generation and detection methods. So in that point of view, so we can use the names like odd number of ones detector or even number of ones detector. Okay, don't confuse. Okay, so odd number of detectors is nothing but XOR gate only. Okay, and in the same way, so inequivalence gate, inequivalence gate. Okay, equivalence gate. So this is we will cover in a comparator concept. Okay, 1 bit comparator, 2 bit comparator. In that application point of view, we are using this inequivalence name. Okay, so XOR is nothing but odd number of ones detector, even number of ones detector. Otherwise, we can call it as inequivalence gate also. And the third name is staircase switch. Okay, staircase switch. So like that, based on variety of applications, we are using different types of names. In that these three names are very important. Okay, so this is about XOR gate. Okay, and we have applications like these circuits are used in comparators implementation and comparator circuit implementation and parity generations and detection circuits also. Okay, so those two are applications, otherwise I will mention in next page. Okay, so applications, so here I am mentioned applications. Okay, first one is uh, comparator circuit implementation. Okay, implementation, that means that XOR gates are used in comparator circuit implementation. And second one, parity generation and detection circuits. So these XOR gates, XOR or XNOR, okay, both. Okay, so these two gates which are used to implement the parity generation and detection circuits as well as comparator circuit implementation. Okay, so these are the applications for these special gates. Okay, next one comes to truth table. So here we have two variables, so that we can expect four combinations. So that is 0 0 and 0 1 1 0 1 1. So these are the four combinations. Okay, four possibilities. Now you can apply this logic expression for these various combinations. Okay, so now what is a XOR b? A b bar plus a bar b. If you take first one, okay, so here a is equal to 0 and b is equal to 0, but our logic is what? A XOR b, so which is equals to a b bar plus a bar b. So this is our logic expression. Now you can substitute these values here. A is equal to 0 and b is equal to 0, but here we want b bar, so that b bar is nothing but what? 1. Okay, 0 into 1 plus, and a bar, where a equals to what? 0. A bar means what? 1. And next b is equal to what? 0. So 0 into 1, this is product. So multiplication ఏమవుతుంది ఇక్కడ మీకు? 0 into 1 means 0 plus 1 into 0 means what? 0. So then what you will get? Final 0 plus 0 means 0. That means a XOR b, when 0 0 if you consider, so what is the answer? So 0. Okay, if you are considering both the variables are 0 as well as 0, so then you will get 0 only. Okay, in the same case, if you take a is equal to 0, second condition. Okay, first condition over, and the second condition, a is equal to 0 and b is equal to 1. So now our logic is what? A XOR b equals to a b bar plus a bar b, right? So now you can substitute these values here. When a equals to 0, so where a equals to 0, so here you can put 0, and b bar is nothing but what? B is equal to 1, so b bar is nothing but what? 0 only, right? Inversion of this 1 means you will get 0. Next, a bar, a equals to 0, a bar means 1, and b, so b equals what? 1. So 0 into 0 you will get 0, 1 into 1 means you will get 1 only. Okay, so now 0 plus 1 addition ఏమవుతుంది మీకు ఇక్కడ? So 1 only. That means a xr b ఏమవుతుంది ఇక్కడ? When you consider a is equal to 0, b is equal to 1, then the output y equals to 1. And in the same way, so if you are taking a equals to 1, a equals to 1 and b equals to 0, then what you will get? A xr b, that means a b bar plus a bar b. Now a is equal to 1, b bar is nothing but 1, plus a bar is nothing but 0, and b is equal to 0. Then 1 plus 0. So 1 plus 0 is nothing but what? 1 only. So a xr b equals to what? 1. Okay, this is clear. And next, fourth one. So here a equals to 1 and b equals to 1. Now a xr b equals to a b bar plus a bar b. Here a equals to 1, b is nothing but 1. So but here we want b bar, so 1 bar, that means 0. And in the same way, a bar is nothing but 0, b is equal to 1. So you will get 0 plus 0, then finally you will get 0. That means what? A xr b equals to 0 when both the inputs are high, right? So you will get 0 here. Now you observe, so what you conclude from this particular table. Okay, so if you observe, here I am writing, so if you observe this first condition, right? So if both the inputs are 0, then the output will become 0. If you observe the last condition, okay, so if both the inputs are logic 1, then output will become 0. So from these two conditions, what you can conclude? That is my question. That means if both the inputs are same, if both the inputs are same, then the output will become what? Logic 0. If both the inputs are same, that means here a equals 0, b is equal to 0, and here a equals to 1, b equals to 1. That means what? A equals to b. Okay, when both the inputs are same, then the XOR logic is what? Logic 0. Okay, here I'm writing, if both the inputs are same, output will become 0, otherwise logic low. Okay, so and if you observe these two, and next, this is a equals to b condition, right? When a equals to b, the output will become 0. And if you observe these two conditions, okay, so if a is equal to 0 and b is equal to 1, okay, then the output will become 1. And if you change the inputs, that means a is equal to 1, b is equal to 0, then also output will become 1. That means what you observe here. So if a not equals to b, if both the inputs are not equal, then the output will become high. Okay, if both the inputs are not equal, then the output will become logic 1. Okay, so when a equals to b, output equals to logic 0. When a not equals to b, output equals to 1. So that is the conclusion for this XOR gate. So here I am writing, so a equals to b, then y equals to logic 0. When a not equals to b, the output y equals to logic 1. So this is the key observation for this XOR logic, right? Next, switching circuit diagram. So say if you take 0 0, and here also we have 4 conditions, so 0 1 1 0 1 1. So this a and b switches are considered as inputs here, and the output y equals to a b bar plus a bar b. But if you observe this particular diagram, here we have 4 switches. Why I am considering 4 switches means, So in this logic expression, so A XOR B is nothing but we have total 4 variables, actually 2 variables only, but here we are considering uh, complementary variables as well as uncomplementary variables. That is the problem. Okay, A B bar plus A bar B, that means A comma B are 2 variables, right? 2 variables means we can use 2 switches, that is enough. But in this logic expression we are directly using A bar comma B bar, so that means inverted variables also we are using here. So that means what? So inverted variables. So this inverted variables also we can use switches in its circuit implementation. So that's why we are getting total 4 switches. Okay, so this is A switch and this is B switch. These two are in parallel, and when comes to this A bar and B bar, these two switches are in parallel. So if you observe our expression, so this is A B bar product term plus A bar B. This is also one product term, and if you, this is for sum of product nature, right? When comes to product of sum nature, so this output Y equals to A plus B, right? A plus B into A bar plus B bar. Okay, always remember sum is nothing but parallel connection, right? Otherwise this is not possible always. Okay, just you remove this, no problem. So here you can observe this A and this B, these two are in parallel switches, so this is possible in product of sum. So here we have what? A plus B. So A plus B, that sum we will consider as a parallel combination, and here we have A bar plus B bar, right? So that A bar plus B bar is in that means here we have sum, right? So sum, so that we can consider parallel combination of A bar and B bar. Okay, and these two combinations, this A bar plus B bar and this A plus B, both are in series. Why? Because these two are in product. Okay, so that means my intention is what means product is nothing but a series connection. Okay, product is nothing but series connection, whereas in sum is nothing but what? Parallel connection. Okay, so this is my intention here. Okay, but this is always not applicable for all the cases. Okay, so if you consider the sum of product term, so here we have A B bar, right? So A B bar is the product term, but what I said, so product is nothing but series, right? So if you close these two, okay, so here we have A, right, and here we have B bar. So if you observe this entire configuration, so this is what? A into B bar, that means these two are in what? Series condition, right? These two are in series condition. If you remove this A bar and B bar, so if you focus on only these two switches, these two are in what condition? That means series manner, right? So that's why I am taking here A into B bar. In the same way, if you consider this part, okay, if you ignore this A and B bar now, so just you can focus on these two switches. Now we will get a B and A bar, these two switches are in series connection, right? So that I am taking here A bar into B, right? So and these two series connections are in parallel, right? So this is that means what? This A into B bar series connection, that means like that we are getting, right? And B into A bar, so we are getting like this. Okay, now these two are in what? Parallel, right? So that's why here I am taking A B bar plus A bar B. So now you can take the values like A is equal 0, B is equal 0. For example, here I am taking A is equal 0, this is 0, and B is equal to 0. Obviously the inverted operations become A bar equals to 1 and B bar equals to 1, right? So if these two, 0 means what? That is open switch, right? 0 means what? Open switch, and 1 equals to nothing but what? Closed switch. Okay, closed switch. So here these two switches are open, right? So and these two switches are closed. Okay, and now if you apply this input battery here, that means source. Okay, so because of this open switches, the current will not flow through this load, right? In that situation, what happened? Load will become not activated, so load will become off, right? So that means the bulb will not close, right? So that means what? Output will become logic 0. Clear? In the same way, you can analyze rest of the three possible combinations. Okay, so ultimately you will get 1 1 and 0 only. So but you can analyze, if a is equal to 0, then b is equal to 1, then what happened? Okay, if a is equal to 1, b is equal to 0, then the bulb will glows or not? If it is glows, then obviously that is logic 1. If it will not glows, then that will indicates logic 0. So this is about switching circuit diagram of XOR gate. And next one, properties of XOR gate. Okay, so here the first property here is a XOR A. Then what is the outcome? Already we know. So A XOR B is nothing but A B bar plus A bar B. So this is the logic expression for XOR, right? So this will indicate XOR logic operation. So now you can substitute. That means already I told you, if both the inputs are same, that means either 0 0, otherwise 1 1 condition. So if both the inputs are same, so the output will become y is equal to logic 0. That means a equals to b. Okay, when a equals to b, output y equals to 0. When a not equals to b, when a not equals to b, y equals to 1. This is our conclusion regarding XOR operation. Alright. Okay. Now if you observe here a and here also a, that means both are same. That means a equals to a, right? That means both the inputs are same. Then the output will become 0, right? And the second property, a XOR 0. And what is the answer? So just you can simplify with the help of this expression. Okay, one input is a, another one input is 0, right? Now our condition is what? A XOR B equals to A B bar plus A bar B, right? So first input is what? A, and the second input is what? Here we have two inputs, A comma 0, right? The first input is A over. So next the second input B is equal to, otherwise you can indicate like this. Okay, so here B equals to 0. Okay, so now B is equal to 0, where B bar equals to what? 1. Okay, next A bar, so A bar only. Okay, why? Because A equals to A, and B equals to 0, just you can put 0 here. So 0 into something means you will get 0. So then A into 1 equals to what? A only. So our answer is what? A. So A XOR 0 equals to what? A. Just you remember this formula. Okay, always don't do these operations. Okay, always don't do this calculations. Okay, just you can remember A XOR 0 means that is A only. Okay, you remember that point. Okay, whenever problems will be there, whenever you have to solve problems, just you can use this expression directly. Okay, and the third one is A XOR 1. So same approach. Okay, and now what you will get here, A equals to A and B equals to 1. Now A B bar plus A bar B, which is equals to A XOR B. So A equals to A, B bar equals to B equals 1 means B bar equals 0. Now A bar equals to A bar and B equals to 1. So now what you will get? A into 0 means 0. So A bar into 1 means A bar only. So A XOR 1 equals what? A bar. Okay, next A XOR A bar. Okay, both the inputs are differ, here A and here A bar. So then what you will get? Both the inputs are differ means A not equals to B, then the output will become 1. So Y equals what? 1. If you have a doubt about these two, you can simplify like this. Okay, then finally you will get this 1 only. Okay, so you can follow this method also. Okay, if both the inputs are same, output will become 0. If both the inputs are different, the output will become 1. A XOR 0 means A and A XOR 1 equals to A bar. So these are the properties of XOR gate. And the next the important property, this is fifth one. Okay, so for example, if I am taking A XOR A XOR A XOR up to n terms. Okay, up to n times. Okay, then that equals to, so here if n equals to even up to n times, right? So we have two possibilities: when n equals to even, when n equals to odd number of A's and even number of A's. Okay, so here when n equals to even, when n equals to even, okay, and the second condition is when n equals to odd. Okay, so these are the two possibilities. So when n equals to even, okay, for example, if I am taking like this, a xr a xr a xr a 4, n equals to 4, this you can assume n equals to 4. Now a xr a, that means a xr a means what? 0, right? 0 plus r, and a xr a, so 0, so 0 plus r 0, both the inputs are same, output will become what? 0. That means when n equals to even, the output equals to what? 0. For example, if I am taking n equals to odd, that means n equals to 3. Okay, then what happens? A xr a xr a, right? So a xr a is nothing but 0. 0 xr a is nothing but what? A only. That means what? When n equals to odd, you will get answer a. So this is fifth property. Okay, okay, right. So now, so here I have to consider one problem. So this is your XOR gate, okay, and here the input is here the input is X, and here the input is M. So M equals to, I will take 0. Okay, when X XOR 0, then what is the answer? That means A XOR 0 means what? A. So if you perform XOR operation with 0 means you will get that particular variable. For example, if I am taking 1 XOR 0, you will get 1. X XOR 0, you will get X. A XOR 0, you will get A. Okay, so whichever the variable, okay, perform XOR operation with 0, then you will get that particular variable is the resultant. Okay, so here X and 0, these two are performed with XOR operation, then the output Y equals to what? You will what is the answer? X only. Okay, for example, if I am taking M equals to 1, okay, X XOR with 1, in that case what happened? The result is inverted variable. Okay, here same case, just you can observe here. So X XOR 0, so X XOR 1, then you will get inverted variable. Okay, A XOR 1, then you will get inverted variable, right? So X or X bar. Okay, that means X XOR with a 0, then you will get X. X XOR with a 1, then you will get X bar. So this is key observation for this XOR logic. And next, one more problem. So this is GATE 2004, and the same problem is repeated in IES 2008 also. Okay, so if the input to the digital circuit in the figure, so consisting of a cascade of 20 XOR gates, is 20 XOR gates is X, then the output Y is equals to. Okay, so these are this is 1, this is 2, otherwise I will, okay, right, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, up to this is 19, and this one is 20. These all inputs are connected to X. Okay, these all, that means we have two inputs, right? If you take any XOR gate, we have two variables, that is A and B, right? A and B. Okay, so out of these two inputs, one variable is fixed, that is X, for all 20 XOR gates. Okay, for all 20 XOR gates, one input is predefined, that is X. Okay, but rest of the inputs are changes. Okay, that depends on previous XOR gate. Okay, for this one input is X, and the second input depends on this first gate output, right? And if you take this 19th XOR gate, one input is predefined, and the second input is depends on previous XOR gate, that is 18th gate. Okay, so now here the number of XOR gates are 20. Okay, now here I am indicating numbers, right? 20 gates, right? So that I am indicating 1, 1 2 3 4 up to 20. Okay, so these are the numbering, right? Here I am indicating 1 2 3, like so. Each and every gate output, so I will mention here, right? So first I will take the first gate. Okay, for first gate the inputs are what? 1 XOR X. So what is the answer? 1 XOR X. So X bar is your answer, right? So here you will get X bar. Okay, and for second gate, so they should you should mention this output at this particular place. So for first gate output is what? XR. So that here I will mention X bar. Okay, that is clear. And the next one, so the second gate, one input is predefined, that is X. Okay, and the second input is what? That depends on previous gate, right? The previous gate output is what? X bar, that is input to the second gate. So that here I am taking X bar. So X XR X bar is nothing but what? So two variables are different, then A not equals to B, so that Y equals to what? Logic 1. So that here I will get 1. Okay, so same thing you can mention at this place at second gate. So we are getting the output equals to 1, and here the second gate output equals to what? 1. Okay, again you can apply the inputs like 1 and X to third gate, right? Here we have 1, right? Here we have X, that is applicable for third gate, right? What is the third gate output? 1 plus X, so sorry, 1 XOR X, then the output equals to X bar. So third gate output is what? X bar, right? Third gate output is X bar. And if you apply in the same way, X bar, X as the inputs to the fourth gate. Okay, X bar and X inputs to the fourth gate. Then what you will what is the answer for this? XR X bar is nothing but what? Output is 1. So at fourth gate, so we have output 1. Now you can observe all these gates. Okay, at even number of, sorry, at odd number of gate we are getting X bar. At even number of gates we are getting 1, right? If you observe third gate, this is odd. Okay, for odd number of gates we are getting the output is X bar. This is fourth one, even gate. So for at even gates we are getting 1. So what is the question? So cascade of 20 XOR gates is X, then the output Y is equals to, here we have Y. Y means the output of 20th gate, right? Y is nothing but what? The output of 20th gate. So that means what is the outcome at 20th gate? 20th gate, that is the question. Okay, so 20 is nothing but what? Even number. So 20 is nothing but even number of XOR gate. So at even number of XOR gate, what is the answer? At 2 we have 1, at 4 we have 1, at 6 we have 1, at 8 we have 1, at 10 we have 1. Like that, if you observe, at 20th gate we have the answer 1. Okay, so here 4 options: A is equal to 0, B is equal to X bar, C is equal to 1, and D is equal to X. So C is our answer. Like that you have to solve questions. Okay, so this is about XOR operation. Okay,